Hi everyone, my name is Dan Ozaki and I'm a Senior Marketing Director with First Financial Securities. Today I'm going to be talking about your 401k plan versus an Equity Index Universal Life policy. Okay, so I'm going to talk briefly about how your 401k plan works. Right now, if you have a 401k plan, you're probably losing a lot of money in your account. All my clients that have 401k plans, since the stock market is doing so bad right now, they're losing a lot of money in their account. Some of them upwards of 30 to 40% of their principal balance just in the last 6 to 12 months. So you're probably a little bit scared and don't know where to go, what the alternatives are. You're losing a lot of money in your retirement account. I know clients that are losing hundreds of thousands of dollars as we speak in the last quarter or so. And so I'm going to be talking about what your choices are in today's market. Let's talk a little bit about the 401k plan though. The traditional 401k plan obviously is not guaranteed that your money is safe. Because we're losing a lot of money because they're investing your money in some sort of mutual fund or stock fund, and so when the stock market does bad, you actually take heavy losses. The second thing about the 401k plan is that the money's not liquid. So when you try to pull out the money, if you're not 59 and a half, they penalize you 10% plus you have to pay income tax on that money. So by doing that, a lot of people don't like to invest heavily in their 401k plan because if they ever need the money in case of emergency, typically they can get hit up to 30 to 40% with a 10% penalty plus your income tax bracket. So it's not really a liquid account. And the third thing is that the account, you have to pay income tax when you retire. So that becomes a big problem because even though they give you a tax deduction in the year that you put the money in the present, we feel that in the future income tax bracket is going to be a lot higher. So I have actually a chart of the last 75 years of income tax brackets, and in the last 75 years there's only been 5 years that had a lower income tax rate than we have today. And the reason being is because right now in the workforce, there's more people in the workforce now than any other time in history. Why is that? It's because the baby boomers are still in play. And these baby boomers are people, about 76 million people, that were born within an 18-year period of each other, 1946 and 1964. And so they're still in the workforce right now. They're paying into Social Security, and in the next 20 years, they're going to be pulling money out of Social Security. They're going to be retired, and that's what's going to cause, one, Social Security to run out of money, and two, income tax rates to increase, because if you don't have a lot of people in the workforce, then the people that are left in the workforce have to pay a higher income tax rate to cover the money that was lost because less people are working. So that being said, in the next 10, 20, 30 years, we feel income tax rates will double, maybe even triple, maybe even quadruple. Little known fact is in 1954, the highest income tax bracket was 91%. So don't think it couldn't go back that high again in the future. So that's going to take a huge toll and effect on your 401k account because you can't actually determine how much money you're going to have when you retire. It doesn't matter what kind of interest rate you gain because if they increase the income tax rate to 50%, you just lost half your 401k account. If they triple the income tax bracket, then what? You see how that works? So that's basically how your 401k account works. And quite frankly, the 401k was really never designed as a retirement plan, and now it's the main source of most people's retirement. There's a lot of retirement woes right now. According to the U.S. Census Bureau, 73.8% of people that are 65 and older right now today are living off of less than $10,000 a year through pension and Social Security. Pension is a thing of the past. Most companies don't have pension, and the companies that do have pension are trying to find some way to get rid of their pension plan to be effective in our economy in the next 10, 20 years. Most companies in America will have to get rid of their pension plan. And everybody's talking about how Social Security is running out of money. Well, the reason why Social Security is running out of money is because of baby boomers, and again, we talked about it earlier, where the baby boomers are retiring, and because they're retiring, they're going to be withdrawing way too much money out of Social Security. There's not enough people putting money into Social Security, and that's why experts feel by 2030, Social Security is going to be non-existent. You know, every time I check on the internet, that date gets shorter and shorter. I checked last week, and now they're predicting that Social Security is going to run out of money in 2016 or 17. So the next generation that retires is not going to have pension, not going to have Social Security. And if 73.8% of Americans today that are 65 and older are retiring off of less than $10,000 a year with pension and Social Security, the next couple generations are going to be in a bad situation if they don't set up their retirement plan correctly. So that is what comes into play as far as inflation is concerned. At a 4% inflation rate, what does that mean to us? Well, that means if you're used to earning $100,000 a year right now, in the next 18 to 20 years, if you're not earning a little bit over $200,000, you're not going to be able to live the same lifestyle. You're not going to be able to live in the same house, drive the same car, eat the same food, because the cost of the living prices double every 18 to 20 years. So if you're making $100,000, 20 years from now, you better be making over $200,000, or you're not going to be able to live this lifestyle you're used to today. So that's with inflation in play. Now let's talk about the Equity Index Universal Life Policy. This is a life insurance policy, and it's a fairly new product. It's been launched out to the market about 10 years ago, and we feel that this is the new wave of retirement and life insurance. It's a life insurance plan, and it comes with a cash account, and this cash account can be used for retirement income. The insurance companies, and we use some of the largest insurance companies in the nation. We use Life of the Southwest, that's owned by National Life Group, been around 160 years. We use Lincoln Benefit. We use a lot of the big multi-billion-dollar insurance companies, A+ ratings. These insurance companies guarantee our clients that whatever money they invest, they guarantee they're not going to lose it. So right there off the bat, that's a huge plus if you compare it to your 401k, because you can lose money in your 401k, but with this new product, it's guaranteed never to lose money. Well, how does it work? Well, the insurance companies doesn't invest your money in the stock market. They index it through the index, stock market index, like the S&P 500 index, maybe the Euro index. Typically, most insurance companies today are using the S&P 500 to index your money. So if the S&P 500 is doing well, you can take gains of the stock market up to a certain percentage, and typically it's either 12 or 15%, most cases about 12%. So you're capped out at about a 12% return. So if the S&P 500 increases and has a good year and it earns 16 or 18% gain, your account is capped out at about 12%. That's the trade-off. If the S&P 500 takes a dive like it is right now and people are losing major money, maybe 20 or 30% losses, the insurance company guarantees that you don't lose any of that money, and they actually give you a ground insurance rate of either 1 or 2, 3%, where they guarantee that you at least earn that over a 5-year period if the stock market is losing. So over the last 23 years, this product has averaged about an 8% return, which is an awesome average for guaranteeing that you never lose any money in your account. This account is used in retirement and can be used in retirement as a tax-free type of retirement by taking loans against the life insurance policy. And if you want more information, we have the website and everything that explains this. And it's a liquid account. So after the first year in investing in this life insurance retirement plan, you can actually have access to your money without getting penalized and without having to pay income tax. So it does things that your 401k can't do. Number one, it's guaranteed not to lose money. Number two, it's totally liquid, so you can take the money out any time. Number three, you use it as tax-free income when you retire. And number four, it comes with a life insurance policy. So does your 401k come with a life insurance policy? Absolutely not. So it does 4 terrific things that your 401k account only does one of the things, and it doesn't do it very well. And so that's why you need to get the information on this Equity Index Universal Life Policy and get the research. Typically, for most clients, when we compare your 401k to the Index Universal Life Policy and we do the calculations, typically most clients will get 40 more years of income by investing the same amount of money if they were to invest in their 401k opposed to this Equity Index Universal Life. 40 more years of income just by switching over the money that you're already investing in your 401k and switching it over to this Equity Index Universal Life. It's a real awesome product. Get the information, because this could mean the difference between retiring broke or retiring wealthy. I appreciate you guys' time. My name is Dan Ozaki with First Financial Securities. Thank you.